Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you some of my favorite texture tools to use with the gelatin plate. So here's my gel plate. It's on a piece of plexi so it doesn't flop around. So I'm just going to put that down. I'm just going to use some pretty basic colors, pretty light colors, because I think that a lot of what I make today is going to end up being backgrounds for other things. But hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So let's start with maybe this light blue. This is just a light blue permanent from Liquitex. So I'm just going to make a nice even coat on my gel plate. And I'm just going to show you a bunch of things that I like to use for texture. So hopefully you get some ideas and you can incorporate some of this stuff into your own work. So one of the best things to use for texture that is very popular with gel printers is bubble wrap. So this is actually a small bubble wrap. So I'm just going to put that on the bottom so we can kind of see what that effects look like. So I'm just using the bubble wrap to kind of pick up some paint. And then I have also some big bubble wrap. This has been used a few times, you can tell. But that one's pretty great too. So I'm just going to put that down, mush it in a little bit, and we'll see what we get. You can see after I've been using it a while, it's actually kind of letting go of some of the paint that's on it. So, you know, it is a good idea to replace your bubble wrap once in a while. So let's just print this, see what we get. So you can see the little ones and then the bigger ones. So that's bubble wrap. All right, what else? Let's put some more paint on. I don't really care too much about that because it'll come up when it wants to come up. And this is mostly just for showing some textures you can get with things you might have at home. So I also really love Textiles. So this is a piece of kind of a burlap ribbon from the dollar store. I think people use them for, like, you know, weddings and that sort of decor thing. And this is actually a really old, beautiful piece of lace that I sacrificed. So I'm going to put that one down as well. With thicker things, sometimes it's easier to get a good impression if you use your brayer to kind of roll it along. So that takes a bit of the other paint up, but that's totally okay sometimes too. All right, so let's see what that gave us. All right, so we got the lace and then the burlap. So you could also like cut that into shapes and things too. But I would see myself using textures like this for collage mostly. Okay, next. What's next? Lace. I have more laces. More lace. Okay. A little too much paint there, but let's see. See how it goes anyway. Actually, I'm going to roll this off a little bit. Okay, that's better. All right, so I have some different kinds of lace. This is a Halloween tablecloth. So I put that one down. And I've got a laundry bag here. It's not really lace, but it's kind of this similar pattern. And we're just gonna see if I can get anything through that, or if I have to do the other print without the material there. So that didn't do too much, but it is an interesting pattern. But let's see what happens when we take this off and do that full contact. Yeah, that's a much more interesting pattern. So that's the laundry bag, and this is the dollar store tablecloth. All right, let's maybe do one more in the blue. I think there might be some remnants of the last print under there, but that, I mean, that is the nature of jelly printing. So here's some lace of a shirt that I used to wear. And I've also got, this is a trivet from the dollar store. I've got like a honeycomb texture, so put that down. And then I've got something else from the dollar store. This is like a foam for your knees for gardening. So make an impression with that. And we'll pull all these up and see what we get. Okay, so this is the trivet, that's the foam, and this is the lace. It's not as clear as I would have thought. Okay, let's maybe change colors a little bit. I'm going to go with the purple now. Nice even coating. Okay, so this is a plastic canvas from the dollar store. Just push that in. A great little grid pattern. And then I've got, let's see, this is a dish scrubby from the dollar store, so that's kind of fun as well. Just got like a circle pattern. This one I'm going to move it around a little bit so we can see what that looks like. And let's see what that gives us. So these prints I will probably just use for backgrounds and other prints. Yeah, because the magic is in the layers. It really is. Okay, so there's the plastic canvas. I think this is the original with the dish scrubby, and then that's the one where we moved it around. And you can see the ghost print. Not enough to pick up there though. Okay. Another great source of textures and things for the gel prite is packaging. This is actually a piece of a cardboard box where I've separated the cardboard, like ripped off the first layer of cardboard. You can see I've used it a few times, but it really gives a really great texture too. So I'm just going to put that down. Push it down, see what happens. Okay, so there's that. And in that same vein, I have this, more packaging. So this is well used, but I like that really grungy effect it has. So we're just going to push that in there. And more packaging. Actually, let's use this other side so we can get some of this, pick up some more paint. Awesome. Let's see what that gives us. Oh yeah. So that's the cardboard. And then this is like the honeycomb. And that's where we picked up the extra layer with the edge part. So ghost print on here looks like it'd be really cool, so I'm gonna try and pick that up too, but I suspect it's probably already too dry. Yeah, mostly. Let's pick it up with the pink. One of the fun things about gel printing is that you never really can plan anything, because you really have to kind of react to what's on the plate. I mean, I could like wipe this off, but I also will never get that exact impression again, so it might be kind of fun to pick it up. So we're going to pick that up with some pink. Okay, putting the paper down. I'm gonna let this sit for a minute because I can tell that it's cooler. It's to pick up all that paint. And in the meantime, clean my brayer as always. Okay, let's see how we're doing. You can always kind of check by like peeling back a corner and see how it's pulling up. This looks okay though. Yeah. See, look at that. Interesting, that'll make great texture for something. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the pink, I think. Okay, what else we got? I got more packaging. Packaging is always fun. This one I haven't really used much, so I don't really know how it's gonna go. This is like some stuffing kind of packaging. If you held it flat, it would probably pick up most of the paint, but I think the charm in this is gonna be in the irregularity of it. So we're just gonna kind of like stretch it out and see what happens. Okay, that's something. I don't know what that is, but it's something. What else I got? Oh, more packaging. This is just like a roll of cardboard. So I'm just gonna... Oh, I really like that, actually. Hope that comes out well. And this is another one that I did. Just rolled it up. Okay, and let's see. Go through a lot of paper with gel printing, but that's okay because I just keep overprinting and using things for collage, and there's never an end to the collage paper pile, which is really quite beautiful. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. This is a good texture. It's a little less controlled. These are pretty spectacular though. I think I'm gonna use that technique more. Like it'd be fun to make them into like little heart shapes or something, because you can see the inside of the cardboard too. It's yeah, that's pretty fun. Cool. Gonna use those some more. All right, what else? So I've just got like boxes of stuff in my studio that's covered in paint. So nothing is safe around me. Okay, yeah, okay, so more packaging. I've got egg carton. So that's really cool. And I've got, what else do I have here? I'm trying to keep like things together, but it doesn't always work. So I got a fork, so we can make some lines with that. We have tape rolls. They're great for making circles. We have different size circles. That's kind of fun too. Different size circles. These are like the end of a little like protector on a clothes hanger. That's would be great for like a little flower center or even a texture. What else we got here? I have some fancy like wedding ribbons that I just kind of push into there. All right, let's see what that gives us. Sometimes the simplest things are the most fun, like that egg carton. So check our recycling bins, check things you're gonna throw out, because you never know, it might come up with a really fun texture that's useful on the gel plate. So you can see that egg carton. This is the ribbon flower. This is this one here, fork, tape rolls. So cool. All right, what else do I have? Let's do another pink one. The dollar store is amazing for getting textures and things. This is a dish rack mat, like underneath the dish rack. This is one of my favorites. So it's got like a skinny side on one side, and then the other side is kind of the wide side. So I can just go like this, pick up a little bit of paint, and then I usually try and not use the same side because I get paint all over my hands. That's the wide side, so we can pull that up. Boom. This is from the dollar store. It's just a potato masher. So boom, that's kind of an interesting, can make a fun pattern. We got placemats from the dollar store, a lot of fun. So this is like a big floral placemat. So I can put that down. My hands are all covered in paint as always. That's totally okay. All right, so let's see what that gives us. Okay, so you can see the placemat. It's more fun when you can use like a really thin paper, like a tissue paper or deli paper, to pick up all the extra paint inside of the pattern. This is the dish drying rack underneath mat thing. Skinny side, fatter side, potato smasher. And let's see, textures. All right, so I have this bin of like, you know, things. So I got another lid of something, more little circles. That's kind of fun. I have a plastic flower. So I'm just kind of pushing that down. Some things you'll like want to clean off, but most things I don't really even bother. Depending on how detailed the texture is, right? Yeah, so that one I wiped, but most things I don't even bother. What else we got? We got little bits of like connects or whatever. Boom, 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 boom. More circles. Got like a band for something. So this is fun because you can actually like keep it going as long as you like. I have little worm gear. See, that's another one I probably would wipe off. So usually wiping off is, you know, easy enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. I want to keep the texture part in a way that makes texture. So here we got another little gear. Oops. can use it that way too. Little tiny flowers. Drawer liner. Super cool. This is one of my favorites actually. Just so easy. Boom. Gives a nice like checker pattern. It's more precise if you don't have quite so much paint on the plate. And you can always use, you know, things like buttons and whatever. I got this funny little, I think it's a toothpick, so you could draw with that. Do some cross hatching maybe. That's another one that I'd probably either clean up or get some replacements. So yeah, that's we're getting there. I got a few more, like, these are super easy foam stamps to make. So I just recorded another video about that too, so if you want to check that one out, you can. So that foam stamps, easy enough. You can make any shape you want with that. All right, so I'm just gonna like pick this up. Let's see, because that one's been on my plate for a little while. You can see the paint got left behind because it dried a little bit. That's totally okay. Things like foam. It's often a lot of fun. You can draw. This is a like silicone tip. You can draw with those. I find they don't pick up the paint. They more like push it around, which makes them interesting like textures. You can use a paintbrush. That works too. Palette knife. I really like that one too. You can use string. String makes a great impression too. I got string and I got like a thinner like cord that I'll maybe just put in here. Yeah, let's see what happens here. The only thing I wouldn't use on the gel plate, well, two things: heat and sharp things. So stay away from knives and, you know, X-Acto blades and needles and that sort of thing. And I wouldn't use my heat gun on this. But other than that, it's like anything is game. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so you can see various degrees of success. All depends on what you want though. The string always intrigues me, but it's really tough because if you have thick string, it's hard to get a good impression of that. I'm gonna pull this up and we'll see if we can get another print out of this though. You can imagine that my studio is a disaster of all kinds of bits and things covered in paint. That's the way I like it though, let's be real. See, string is pretty awesome. You can even see the textures of the string. But okay, a couple more things I wanted to try. So I've got this like I think it's like a vegetable bag. So this, just take imprint of that. And I have some tin foil. Oh man, I like that. And I want to try and see if I can take an imprint with this paper towel, although it might just be like way too soft. let's see, just a nice light rubbing. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm super happy with that. Let's see if we can print it. And let's see what we got. Oh, awesome. Okay, so that's the tin foil. This is the veggie bag. And that's paper towel. I think that's my new favorite texture. Woo! Cool. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I did a few experiments in there, which was a lot of fun. But yeah, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon.